And I have to say, you guys have done a great job. And when I think about a local organization organizing something that has such national and international reach, you're really to be congratulated. So it's a privilege to be here. And I get to welcome you again on behalf of the Rotary Club of Sierra Madre and really talk to you about these outstanding awardees in science, technology, aerospace, and robotics, as well as environmental improvement, disaster relief and recovery, and finally in knowledge sharing. So Joan and Marilyn prepared me with enough to stand up here and lecture for about 20 years. I'm going to cut it down, and I'm going to keep the serious stuff for up front. So I was asked to talk about my feelings about why science and technology are so important for the human condition, and I could go on about that for a long time. So I thought about the obligations that we as scientists and physician scientists have, and it's our obligation to inform the misinformed. Science literacy in this country is really a problem. So it's miraculous that you thought about awarding science and health and medical people, as well as knowledge sharing. They're all intimately linked. Our other obligation is to use our knowledge to help mankind. And the smarts that go into making a clever app and a 20-year-old into an instant millionaire have not impacted the least among us on Earth yet. And so I think the awardees tonight are a real inspiration for bringing that link between smart science and humanitarian efforts. It's also our obligation as citizens to correct the misinformation that goes into poor science policy. And I think it's the obligation of our government and our institutions to protect our American competitiveness by thoughtful support of science. In this next year, we as citizens are going to have to go out there and band together to make sure that that thoughtful support of science goes ahead. And it's finally our duty as physicians and scientists to improve the human condition. But every once in a while, we need a pat on the back. And so here is an example of incredibly persistent people who've done enormous amounts of research and work over long periods of time, and you're going to give them the pat on the back.